Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
A deep three from Towns. Reed with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
First team foul.
Edwards looking it over. He takes it in. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Here's Minnesota. Pass to Cassell. Love right side. They get it back. Kicks it out to Garnett. Now here's Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Reed with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Garnett outside. Over Gobert. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game. And Edwards, no good on that one.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Edwards, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Has to Gobert. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Gobert can't hit. Edwards drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Gobert, no good.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Edwards can't hit. Off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Timberwolves trail. Towns the screen. Coming off the assist from Edwards.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And stolen by Love. To the paint. Here's Garnett. Lays it up off the glass.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Down low. Here's Love. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 3. Inside. On the wing, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. drills the three-pointer.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. We've got 1:13 left in the first. To the inside. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Pass to Gugliotta. Now Love. Outside Butler. Pocket 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Pass to Marbury. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Misses the jumper.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
To the middle. Here's Reed. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The Timberwolves leading. Here's Marbury. Scoreless thus far. Launches a three. The rebound by Anderson. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Up top, Highland. Randall no good. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Marbury. Back to Love. Here's Gugliotta. Over Anderson. And that one goes long. Now Highland. And he banks in the layup. Minnesota calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Shot's good from Love.
Such a well-practiced shooter. Love knocks down that quick shot like it's a drill.
Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Inside, to Gobert, and so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Over to the wing. Here's Gugliotta. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Edwards. Edwards fights through for two.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Has to Gobert, and Marbury pulls it down. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a Cub.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
The Timberwolves shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Reed. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Edwards. Garnett, the screen. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns with the steal. And here's Edwards. He's got 7. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Yes, that goes in. Edwards got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Pass to Cassell. 6 to shoot. Garnett, the screen. For 3, Love. Reed with the rebound. Now Gobert, guarded by Garnett. Gobert can't hit. That's a 2 from Towns. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Cassell. Still yet to score. Kicks it out to Garnett. Let's go. The rebound by Anderson. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Randall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, didn't sink them all, but at least that puts them in front.
Pass to Love. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Reed misses. The Timberwolves trail. To the paint. Here's Garnett. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Garnett's got his second basket. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Minnesota with the ball. Edwards drawing the double team. Down low. Here's Gobert. Here's Dosunmu. Nailed from three-point land. Dosunmu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right side, Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Cassell, defended by DiVincenzo. Towns with it. Now here's Garnett, defended by Dosunmu. The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 3. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves leading. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Knocks down the 3 ball. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Dosunmu. He's covered by Cassell. Now Gobert. Outside, Reed. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 3. Offensive rebound. Here is Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive glass. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Garnett wide open. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Timberwolves leading by 3 and stolen by Love. To the inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Here's Edwards. Here's the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Here's Edwards. Up again. Reed with the rebound. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards inside. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 30 seconds left in the third. Garnett just attacking the rim. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Excellent D there from Garnett. To the middle. Pass to Love. Fires the 3. Kevin Garnett, a big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timberwolves trail. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Picked by Reed. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Now Gobert. Out to Edwards. Fires for 3. Gugliotta grabs the board. Butler feeling out of it. Inside. Pass to Laettner. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range. Laettner's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. A shot by Gugliotta, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 4. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Outside, Edwards. Down low. Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Nothing but buckets for Gobert tonight. The big man putting his mark on this game.
Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gugliotta. 14 feet away. No good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pilot. And down goes the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Leitner. Beyond the arc. No good there.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Al Butler. Here's Marbury. Garnett. No good from 3. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Oh, here's Edwards. Now Gobert. Oh, the dunk.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempt.
Towns. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Trained from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
A three-pointer. Good.
Well, you can tell Reed's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him to.
Towns. He parachutes in for the putback.
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Timeout called, Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves making a change here. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good from Garnett.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Edwards drawing the double team. Off target from outside. Minnesota with the ball. Driving inside.
And Cassell is an outstanding shooter who can be trusted to deliver in big moments.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now Highland. Now it's Reed. Three. Good.
And they do have a foul to give.
Timeout called, Timberwolves. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Here's Towns. It's stolen by Gobert. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's off as well, so he misses both.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Wiggins fires. It drops.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy.